WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction.
It's a tense evening on 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction tonight as the High School North Knights prepare to take on the New Egypt High School Warriors. Both teams have had relatively similar seasons, with the Warriors having slightly more dominance in their conference, playing an 8-10 season, coming off a 4-point win yesterday against Monmouth High School. This may affect the trajectory of tonight's game when they're looking at the Knights' 6-15 season. North is also coming off a 4-game losing streak. However, they've had a week since their last game to fix some of these inconsistencies, so it is up in the air what we will see from the Lady Knights tonight.
North has had a difficult season adapting to changes like losing key players like the Holmes twins and new coaching styles from their first-year head coach, Jay Lagomarsino. North has also been known to go on streaks throughout the season, with their longest losing streak being their current one. New Egypt, on the other hand, had a 4-game losing streak in the beginning of their season, but have been able to pull together more wins later in the season. Junior forward and center Olivia Stillwell has been a key player in these triumphs, leading the team with 246 points. She has scored 102 in their last 4 wins alone. We will most likely see a lot of her alongside fellow junior forward and center Madison Adam. They have worked together as a team throughout the season, with Adam being the second to Stillwell in points, but leading the team in assists, rebounds, and steals. She is known to get in the paint, gain back possession of the ball, something the Knights will have to be aware of.
Ball possession will definitely be a deciding factor in this game, as it has been for North in the past. Sloppy passes and ball handling have completely changed other games this season, so tightening up on passes will be key. Similar to New Egypt, we have seen a player duo emerge at North. Junior Annabelle Lee and senior Juliana Kelly have led the team around the court over and over again this year. Kelly, having only 10 more points than Lee at 181, show similar skills on the court, and their well-rounded play is exemplified in shots coming from within the paint, 3-quarters, and of course their 80% free throw accuracy from Lee.
Yeah, exactly. And the impressive play from the members of both teams will surely keep this game competitive. While both teams playing in different conferences, they've had similar matchups throughout the year at different points of the season. For example, Nottingham, which resulted in a loss for the Warriors, but a win for the Knights, both winning against Pemberton and both losing to WWP South and Steiner. In these games, the first half have been really a deciding factor for both teams, as if they were down in the first 2 quarters, it would be very difficult to score in the next 2. The undeniable similarities between both teams will make cleaning up smaller errors that much more important tonight.
As we prepare for tip-off, we can feel the importance of this game, because while New Egypt does have several more games through the end of February, this has potential to be North's last. We're going to dive right into our game on 107.9 FM at WPH in Princeton Junction. All right, welcome back to the Divine 107.9. We are WPH sportscasting our game with the WP High School North girls versus New Egypt High School girls basketball game. We've got the Warriors and the Knights. So much to expect tonight on WPH Sportscasting 107.9 FM.
Yeah, so a little bit about this broadcast tonight. It will be the North girls taking on the New Egypt Warriors. The Warriors so far this season are 7-11 as starting lineups get announced so far, and they are 2-5 on the road. However, one thing that we should definitely take note of here is that they are a massive first half team, as if they go up early, it is very hard to get a comeback going against them. But
now on the home side, it's North 6-15, 3-10 away. They're currently 6th in the CVC, 1-6 in conference play, and last season it's quite similar to this season. However, they seem to be struggling a little bit more this season, falling a bit behind, as it's been an uphill battle to where wins are not upholding, and their performance is most definitely improving. And we'll see tonight how that progresses, how they can do against a team that has had a pretty solid record overall this season.
Yeah, for sure. Like we were saying earlier, when the Warriors go up early, it is very hard to slow them down, as when they win by an average of 30 points, which is just very crazy as we head to the start of this game. People getting on the court, so.
We're getting ready to tip off, and we've got 2 key players. Right now we've got Annabelle Lee for the Knights. That will be Juliana Kelly. And we've got our another 12, Julia Score. All right, tip-off goes straight to the Knights. Lee's got the ball, and she's going to be taking it down court on that right side. She's at the top of the arc right now, closely guarded by New Egypt. All right, she passes over and into Kelly, who's up in the paint, goes up for a shot, and it is no good. However, that will take her to our free throw line for the first time tonight. 7 minutes and 46 seconds left in our first quarter.
Kelly's our 4th season on varsity, and she's the team's leading scorer, 181 points. She's just 3 points away from having 500 career.
She goes up for her first, and it is good because it was our first point of the night. This fourth quarter was very important for both teams. And again, so 1-0, home is up.
For free throws made, she's 46 on the record.
And she is up with her second, and it is no good. However, North gets the rebound. We're going to see Lee now up and no good. The rebound will be New Egypt's, specifically Olivia Stillwell. She's one of our key players tonight. Stillwell's got the ball. She passes it off to Julia Score. Stillwell goes up for a three, and it is no good. And Kelly has got that rebound, passes it straight in, and we see Lee now taking it down the center of the court. Lee's now right up that top of the arc. She's going to be looking for a pass around, really communicating with her team. She passes it over to Kumar, who closely guarded, and it looks like it might be a foul by one of New Egypt's players.
Hope to see a lot of progress from Kumar tonight. She's made tremendous progress over the season so far. She's going to be the one bringing it in.
All right, so yeah, we are going to see Kumar bring it in. She passes it straight into Lee, who's right by that half-court line. She's slowing the game down just a little bit. Again, 7 minutes left on the clock. She passes it over to, this time, Slater. And now she gets it back over to Vermurray. Vermurray back up to Kumar at the top of the arc. And it's going to get passed back to Kelly. Slater's going to make a quick run across that court into the paint and back out. Lee's now got the ball at the top, and we're seeing some signaling from Kumar. Gets it over to her on that left side. Up for three, no good. Rebound will be New Egypt's, the Warriors. We're going to see Thowens keep that ball straight down that right side. It's going to be passed in between and then back to Score on that right side still. Score's looking for a place to put it. She gets it back over to our number 2 player that we don't have a name for yet, but we do will in just a few moments. All right. Passing all the way down on that left side now and then back up to the top. We're going to see it back over once again to Score. It's going to be a pass over and almost blocked by Sanvi Kumar. However, it is no good. Into the paint and up. This time, no good again. Kelly gets the rebound.
Yeah, 2 people that you definitely want to keep in mind for the rest of tonight are Adam and Stillwell, who are the offense here for the Warriors.
We're seeing Lee now with the ball at the top of the arc. She's, again, slowing it down, much slower pace on the night side so far this game, focusing on ball handling. Kumar's got the ball now on this left side. She passes it into the paint, and it is going to roll out of bounds. Last touch is Slater for the Knights. We're going to see Stillwell bringing it back in alongside her players. Score. All right, Score with the ball now. Who's going to take it straight down the middle, pass back over to Stillwell. Stillwell's got the ball on the left side, drives straight into the paint, passes it back out. It's going to look for arc, and it is up and no good once again. Last touch is the Warriors, so we're going to see Kelly bringing it back down alongside Lee, that duo we've seen throughout the season.
The Warriors' main style of offense is by getting into their bigs in the paint and just trying to really get scores off there. So it's very surprising that they're taking this many threes to start off the game.
We're seeing Slater and Kelly right now passing back and forth. Now Kumar at the top of the arc. Kumar looking for a place to put it. The girls are having trouble getting out of the paint. We're going to see Lee in the paint, then pass back out to Kelly. Kelly's passing it back up to Kumar at the top and then back to Lee on that left side baseline. Lee now at the top of the arc, dribbling up. She's closely guarded by Stillwell. Pass over to Slater and then back to Kumar on that right side now near the baseline. Back up to Kelly. She's going to look for another place to put it. She gets it over to Lee. Lee up for a three on that left side and in. That brings us to 4 points to 0. 4 minutes, 41 seconds left on the clock for this first quarter.
No surprise there. Annabelle Lee's known for threes, most on the team with 18.
All right, we're going to see passes back and forth, and it is immediately up by Stillwell and no good. All right, that went straight out of bounds. It's a disagreement who touched that ball last, and it looks like we will see New Egypt bringing it back in, specifically Stillwell.
Talk about Annabelle Lee taking lead for the Knights' 3rd season on varsity, as she is a junior, so all her high school years. It's going to be the...
Yeah, we're going to see Stillwell pass straight up, and it's going to get over, and we're going to see it go up once again, and no good by Stillwell. All right, Lee taking the ball back down on that right side, and then getting it straight back to that center where she is most comfortable. She drives straight in the paint, goes up, and no good. Struggle for the rebound, and it looks like Kelly had her hands on it. Back up to Lee, and in this time. That brings us to 6-0. 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
Yeah, and you have the Warriors bringing it back.
Yeah, we're going to see passes between Stillwell now with the ball. And she's looking for a place to go, gets it over. And it is no good after it goes up by Kurt Tulis. All right, we're going to see Lee once again with the ball. Passes it straight over to that left side baseline, and it's back up to Kumar and then to Lee at that top of the arc. Lee gets it back over to Slater and into the paint, then back up to Kumar on that left side baseline. Kumar gets it back up to Slater on that top. Slater brings it back down once again. We're going to see Kumar now looking for a place to pass it. She gets it over to Slater at that top of the arc. Lots of cuts through from the Knights right now. We're going to see Kumar directing traffic on that left side and then over to Slater once again.
A lot of solid defense.
Kumar goes up with that three, and it is no good. The rebound was Slater's, but it looks like a shove is being called. And so we're going to see, looks like, score bringing that back in.
A lot of solid defense from New Egypt here tonight, not allowing the North to try to get a pass and get that ball up. And when it does go up, it doesn't, in fact, go in.
All right, we're going to see the ball being brought back in by Score and Stillwell. Right now, dribbling on that left side, and then far pass over to the left side, or the right side, with Stillwell going up, and it is no good once again. They're having trouble making connections on these shots.
One thing the Knights are doing really well right now they are out-rebounding New Egypt, who is a very traditional rebounding team, as that is where they get a lot of their possessions from.
All right, being brought in by Score, pass it into her teammates, and it is no good. We're going to see Lee with that rebound on a fast break down the court, goes straight into the paint, up for a layup, and no good. It looks like there's a hold being called, and Lee will be going to the free throw line.
For free throws, Lee has consistently made multiple free throws over the last 6 games the Knights played, so hopefully tonight she can repeat history and she can at least make one of her free throws, this being the first of hers tonight.
We've already seen free throws be a big part of the score tonight so far. As she goes up for her first, it is no good, but she's still got her second. Again, it is 6-0, 2 minutes, 48 seconds left in our first quarter.
Standing at a career total of 352 points, she gained 20 from her last game at South Hunterdon.
All right, she's getting ready for her second. It is up, and this time it is good. So that brings us to 7-0, 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in the game. Stillwell bringing it back down alongside Score. Now with the ball on that left side, it's going to be a far pass over to Stillwell, up, and no good with that three. The rebound is going to be the Knights, specifically Maya Soda, that we've seen not as much tonight, but she is sure to be a part of the team for sure. We're going to see Slater with the ball now at the top of the arc, pass over to Kelly. Kelly got the ball, bringing it back up to that left side, a far pass to Lee, it looks like. And Lee is now between that half-court line and the top of the arc. Satoa now at the top of the arc, pass over to Kumar. Kumar on that left side, or that right side. All right, up to Kelly once again, directing traffic, and it looks like we have another call. This time it will be in the Warriors' favor.
Sanvi Kumar looking for an opportunity to get points. She's 99, third best on the team. Can't just seem to get a shot in for her. Here we have.
All right, being brought back in once again by Stillwell. We're going to see it pass over to our number 2 player. All right, an interception by Slater there, and it's going to be brought back down by Kelly to the Knights' side. Just about 2 minutes left in. We're going to see Kumar looking for a shot. Instead, she passes to Satoa. It bounces off the coach's foot there on the Warriors' side. So it's going to be brought back in by, of course, the Warriors, specifically Score.
North has been playing a little bit slow tonight, so that quick pass was an attempt to change things up, but just kind of represented how a little miscalculated they were with it.
Score and Stillwell bringing it back in on that right side. Now Stillwell driving straight into the paint, instead passes it back out. All right, it's going to be back over on that left side, and then back to the top once again. We're seeing Kavakis with the ball now around that top of the arc. All right. Score now, passing straight back down for our number 2 player, who goes up for a layup, and it is no good in the paint. The rebound will be Kumar's, who gets it back over to Lee and Kelly. 1 minute left in our quarter. We've got Kelly with the ball up with a 3. This time it is no good, and we're going to see Score get that rebound. All right, Stillwell now taking it back again. We've seen them really having ball control on the Warrior side. And it's going to be intercepted once again by Kumar. 2 interceptions in under 3 minutes. We're going to see Lee now bring it back down that center of the court. with 42 seconds, 7-0. All right, pass it back over to Slater, who's going to pass back over to Kelly. Kelly to Kumar on that left side on the baseline. It is no good. All right, we're going to see Bucks coming back down alongside Stillwell now, who passes straight over, and it was completely missed pass, goes straight into the crowd. We're going to see with 24 seconds left, the Knights are going to be bringing back in.
A lot of miscommunication on the Warriors side as of right now, as it looks like the coach is drawing up a play to hopefully get his team back in it.
Lee now at the top of the arc, right near that half-court line. She's going to pass over to Slater. Slater over to Satoa, who's looking for a place to put it. Only 10 seconds left. Kumar's got the ball, goes up for a three, and this time it is no good. The rebound is Slater's, who goes back up, and it is no good once again. A struggle for the rebound. It goes straight out of bounds, and it will be in the Knights' favor. We're going to decide which player is taking it in, and it looks like it will be Kumar taking it back in.
Maya Satoa, only a sophomore on varsity, and not sure if it is her first or second year. However, it is new blood and new students on the court. Hope to see some more better plays from her in the future. Kumar's bringing it back in.
2.4 seconds. It goes straight to Kelly and up, and no good. That brings us to 7-0 for our first quarter, and we're going to hand the mic over to John.
Yeah, this is the first time so far in the season that New Egypt has been held to 0 points in the first quarter. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see if they can really overcome that and really find their offensive identity, as one thing that they're really struggling with right now is just how ineffective they're really being, especially when trying to get rebounds. They're getting out rebounded, they're getting the ball stolen from them. It's all that, so.
Absolutely, and you got to look at history here, how hard the teams have been playing for both of their respective seasons. They're pretty late into the season. As far as to North into this game, they're coming off another 4-game lose streak, as seems to be the pattern for most of the season, only having periodical wins in between. So for a team like New Egypt, who has had a slightly better record compared to them, it is surprising to see that North is actually showing up and playing a little bit better tonight. Maybe it's to show what they have learned, what they have done better over time. What about New Egypt and their history here?
Yeah, definitely. If you look at the head-to-head record, they've only played once in the last 5 years, and that was a win for the Knights, 44-22. So let's see if that will definitely be a return to form or just return to status, I guess, for the Knights.
Definitely. We definitely see both teams starting off that first quarter a little bit slow tonight. Both of them are taken back up on the court, and we got, I believe, it's number 12 from the Warriors.
Shore bringing it in, passes it to Adam, who is looking for the matchup right now, guarded by Satoa. It's passed out to the corner, who gets up a shot that is Shore with the three-pointer, or the two-pointer, foot on the line, to finally get New Egypt on the board here as the Knights bring out the ball. It is Lee trying to trying to get something going. Looks for the open person, sees Marta with the ball right now trying to find another person, Kelly with the ball. Cuts into Satoa, who gets up the help and gets it in. 9 points for the Knights so far, as the score is 9-2.
Look at that. We just talked about new sophomores, new blood coming on the team, and they are doing their work. Satoa just got her up, made a 2 for the team, as well as her sophomore.
Yeah, New Egypt with the ball right now, trying to play make, looking for the open person, finds Shore at the top, the key, looking to play make, gets it, looks, denies the cut to the paint, as it is Stillwell looking to cook up. Finds Adam, who drives in, guarded by multiple people, cannot connect on the shot. Rebound Kelly, as the Knights are bringing out the ball, as it was touched before going out, but it looks like it is Knights ball.
Kelly using her height to advantage, try to snatch that ball and get a rebound where she can. She's averaging about 9 points per game so far. Haven't seen too much from her, just judging from that first quarter, but we're already sure to see more. Annabelle Lee taking it down as she always does. You can see the gears turning in her head as she's looking for a pass. It goes to Marta. She's thinking as well.
Yeah, definitely debating on whether to take the three. Decides not to. Passes it out to yeah.
Yeah, there's Marta. Again, taking too much time to figure out who to pass to. Kelly on her side goes back to Satoa, I believe. Goes back to Annabelle Lee. She's moving. She goes fast break down up to the key. And
connects on the layup as scores 11-2. Knights up with 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Or second quarter, as New Egypt on the fast break goes down as Adam cannot connect. Adam, a four-sport athlete, as Annabelle Lee brings up the ball for the Knights. Finds up, spots up with the step back, cannot connect on the three, too strong on the attempt as it is rebounded by New Egypt. Stillwell bringing the ball up for them.
And it's those threes that are going to make those points. Annabelle Lee's most known for them. New Egypt coming back down, trying to break that defense that North has kind of set up here. Both teams playing solid enough defense here tonight.
Yeah, it is number 4, Kurt Ulis with the ball here as she's looking. As it is a travel called on New Egypt, it will be Knights ball.
What we're definitely noticing here, John, is that the players seem to be holding on to that ball a little too long. They were not too sure what kind of play they want to make when they get it, and they don't know who exactly to pass to. We've seen a lot of sitting ducks and a lot of few travels here and there.
Yeah, for sure. Lee with the ball looking to cook up a play. Gets it out to Marta, who is toughly guarded by New Egypt. Korvac.
Marta feeling that sense of urgency, gets it to Kelly, back to Lee. Lee looking for opportunity, back to Kelly, looking for an opening that's up for a three.
Spots up from deep, cannot connect there. It will be New Egypt to ball as more Knights are checking in. It is Slater and Vimori checking back into the game for the Knights, possibly going for a bigger lineup to hopefully get more points in the paint as they move on here. But as we move on to
this thing, number 2 for the Warriors, bringing it down, up for a layup, and it's in. Exactly what they needed. She's been known for tonight as taking it down fast to the court, trying to get points back, and she's going to be going up for some free throws. Tell us about this player. Can she make these free throws here tonight?
Yeah, so like we were saying earlier, she is a 4-sport athlete and has committed to Niskaya University for lacrosse, so she's definitely a star athlete for New Egypt, as she's definitely one of the best players on the team as she makes the second free throw as the Knights are now bringing the ball up the court. Lee trying to play make, possibly go in for a close shot as the 3 points have really not been connecting as much tonight, even though they are still holding the lead right now. Kelly with the ball goes in off the side, pass it back out to Vimori, foot on the line, connects with that, gets it.
Not even a minute on the court, and Vermuri has already made a shot here. We're ready to play, ready to be subbed in, and it's that exact attack that North is going to need here tonight, and it's what's getting them that 8-point lead.
Yeah, timeout by the coach for New Egypt, Anthony Burr, his second year as a head coach with a all-time record of 20-24. He actually also formerly played high school basketball at New Egypt, where he averaged 8 points per game during his senior year and 4 assists per game during his senior year in 2016.
And if you want to talk head coaches, J. Lago Marcino for the North, first season as head coach after Frank Moore retired, 7 years with the girls basketball team. And as you were saying, experience and experience with the team as well as the sport itself, it matters a lot of how you want to lead this team, how you can really lead them to success and really give out good plays. So Lago Marcino coached for several years at Point Pleasant Beach, and his team had a 48-38 win against the Pirates last year, so he does have some credibility there. Warriors bringing it back down with the number 11.
Yeah, Stillwell bringing the ball up, gets it to shore, almost intercepted there as she gets it back after a pass, finds a person in the corner there, gets it back out to shore, looking for someone deep, gets it to Korvax, who gets it back to Adam, who goes up and gets it in. Scoring has finally started for the Warriors as the score is 13 Knights, 7 Warriors.
Annabelle Lee looking for a shot, passes it to Vimori. She goes up, misses a 3, but Kelly's there for a rebound. It goes up.
Circus layup with the reverse from Kelly as it's all smiles on the North's court and bench here as the Warriors are bringing the ball up the court. Full press, core press defense from the Knights as they almost get the ball there. They almost steal it, but is knocked out by Lee's hands. So.
Gotta respect the hustle from senior Juliana Kelly here tonight. Always being there when the team needs her, and she's moving quick on the court. Warriors bringing it back out, number 11-1.
Yep, Stillwell setting a screen, gets the ball from Korvax, who is going around to the corner, potentially trying to spot up as Stillwell gets the ball, sees the cut in, denies it, sees Adam, who gets the shot up to a little too weak on the layup or the shot attempt as the Knights get the ball, bringing it back up on a quick play here. Lee definitely looking for some, looks for Kelly deep again, cannot connect on the three-pointer as almost saved by Marta, but it is still a Warriors ball.
It's still something that the Knights got to work on here tonight. Someone not being there when they need to be and getting that rebounds when they need to. They've been pretty okay with it, but have missed completed passes. Here's number 2 coming back down, up for a quick layup on the court, but it's no good. And it's a struggle tussle for the ball. It looks like Slater has had her hands on it last. It's a bit of a fall. Kelly's going to bring her back in for the Knights. And what a good game for the Knights so far. More than doubled the points for compared to New Egypt here. Annabelle Lee looking for a strategy here. Passes it to Marta. Marta looking for a play. Back to Lee. It's to Kelly. She's bringing it down. Up for a 3 over 2-pointer. And it's no good. Get to New Egypt's hands.
Yes. So, yeah, New Egypt with the ball as it is still trying to look for a play. Back to Adam, who's really been the star player for now. Back to Shore, looking to play make, looking for someone open. Find Stillwell in the corner, who decides not to take the shot. Stillwell having to take a shot soon. Gets back to Corda, who gets it back to Stillwell, taking for the 3. A little too weak on that, cannot get it, as it is rebounded by Slater. Bring the ball back up for the Knights. It is Lee as she finds Slater in the corner. Or doesn't decide to take the 3. Gets it to Kelly, who's been cooking all night. And she gets the layup attempt closely guarded, as score is with 2 minutes left in this second quarter, 17-7.
Stillwell having the most points on the team, 226. And it's also going to be Julia Score bringing it back down. Julia Score absolutely on the leaderboards as well. 13 for assists, 3rd best on the team. Really helping. Oh, Kelly's with the ball hand. Annabelle Lee bringing it back down. It's that dynamic duo here we're seeing here tonight. Looking for a play. Annabelle Lee trying to penetrate that defense. Gives it to Vermuri. Marta. Marta looking for a pass. Back to Annabelle Lee. She can't make a 3 from here. She needs to get it back to Marta. Need to find an open opportunity. Looking for another players. Kelly, then Slater. It's up, it's missed. And it's going to be with New Egypt.
Yeah, New Egypt with the ball bringing up the court is Stillwell, who is the primary ball handler, as Shore gets to Adam in the paint, decides not to take it. Stillwell for the 3, a little off there, as it is rebounded by New Egypt, who gets in the board. It is Korvac, who is sitting underneath the basket and is able to put in the layup as the Knights bring the ball back up the court. Looking for Kelly there, decides not to pass, looks for Murda, gets it stolen actually, as it is now New Egypt on the fast break. Stillwell gets fouled on the attempt, as she will be taking her first free throws of the game. 1 minute left in this second quarter. Score 17 Knights, 9 Warriors.
Stillwell for free throws. The junior Olivia Stillwell has 26 free throws made so far this season, and she's 2nd best on the team for that. So hoping to see a good success rate from her here tonight. At least 1 made, if not both. She's going to go up for her first, and it's going to be a miss, unfortunately. And we're going to take a quick break here.
Get your fake news somewhere else. Get your real news from your local high school radio station, 107.9 FM, WWP, and Princeton Junction.
Stillwell coming back up for her second, and it's in.
Stillwell now cuts the lead to 7 here, as the Knights getting full court press, finds Kelly, who's just bringing the ball up. Pass back to Lee, who started with the ball. Gets it back to Murda up the court.
Murda looking for a fast breakdown opportunity. Gets it to Kelly. Marta back. And Annabelle Lee creating that triangle of passes. Trying to find an opening. Back to Marta. Vermuri. To Kelly. She goes up. And it's in. She seems to be doing really well with those close-up shots, layups.
Exactly.
At the key.
Yeah, and the Warriors bring the ball back up the court. It is some new players checking in as they are fouled here. It will be their ball coming out of this, as they're definitely going to be, or it is a timeout right before the foul, looks like, taken by the head coach for New Egypt. So definitely trying to look for a play with 24 seconds left before halftime here. Score is 19 Knights, 10 Warriors.
Talking about how this season went so far, the North Girls are definitely looking for a win. They're coming off 4 losses, and they lost both rival games with WWP South, their rivals, on January 10th and January 30th.
For decades, 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction has been your source for local information and student voices in West Windsor and Playsboro. And this year, this tradition continues in your community and radio station 107.9 FM, WWP in Princeton Junction.
You're always listening to 107.9, the best broadcasting radio station for sports. New Egypt bringing it back in.
It is Adam with the ball, trying to cook up here with 20 seconds left. Gets it out to Stillwell, back to Adam in the paint, guarded by 3 Knights as it is blocked by Maria as it is Murda getting up the layup, cannot connect. It is rebounded by Stillwell, who brings up the court, gets it up to Adam for a close shot, potential at the layup, foul with 3 seconds left on the buzzer, it looks like.
Have to really respect the hustle from New Egypt. 9 seconds left all the way, and got down all the way on the other side of the court with a player ready for a layup. Fortunately, 3.6 left, 19-10. Doesn't seem like it's going to move too far from here for this quarter.
Yeah,
Eliana Kelly is going to bring it back, going to pass it straight to Annabelle Lee, bringing it straight down, up for a big shot. And unfortunately, almost a half-court shot three, was not able to make it. What else could you do with that amount of time? We're going to be going straight into halftime with talk. Joining me is going to be Harrison Brown. Harrison Brown, how are you doing today? And what do you feel about the first half of this game that you saw so far?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. The north side made so much passes and had great defense that the other team, New Egypt, couldn't really defend and try to make the shot. So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have to agree with you there. As one thing to definitely take in mind is that New Egypt when they're up early, it is very hard to slow down their game. But when they are cold early, it is very hard to get back on it for them, as they are very much a first quarter team. So
definitely, showing off your best in the first quarter is a quality that Union possesses. However, North, on the contrary, they've been able to surprise us, similar to their rival South. They've been able to surprise us in the second half, last quarters of the game, where they do really get up in points. However, it seems to be pretty solid for them so far. 19-10, that's a pretty hard score to come back from. However, not impossible for a second half. And we talk about, passing, like you said, Harrison. I mean, passing was pretty solid for both teams. However, there was some miscommunication. And John, like you said, communication's everything. Missed passes mean missed shots. Those are points down the drain.
Yeah, so basically what happens is if you make the most points during the first half of the game, you might be able to make the most points at the second half, and then yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Momentum definitely plays an important part in basketball here, as we have 7 minutes left in this halftime. Especially if I'm the North coach, I'm very happy about this outcome so far. If I'm Coach Lagamarunzo, I am very happy about this outcome so far, as the Knights, I don't really think we're that suspected to win this game, especially with how often and how likely it is that New Egypt is to score, as they're averaging 30 points per game. So
right. I mean, look at the stark contrast. Not stark, however, it is pretty wild, the contrast in their games. 6-15 for North and 7-11 for New Egypt. They've been having a better success rate than the Knights so far. And you want to talk about players on the court. North is without some players this year for this season, as they are from last year. See, last year they had former seniors Molly and Amelia Holmes, who were prominent stars of the team, contributing heavily in 2-pointers and free throws. And they also lost Gianna Krupakali, who is known for having a consistent shot and great ball handling on the team. Losing those key players on the court really allows the underclassmen or the next people up to step up, and that's exactly what players like Annabelle Lee, Juliana Kelly, and Sanvi Kumar have been doing so far. Especially Annabelle Lee, gotta respect acting like a captain should, leading the team, bringing it down, and deciding the best shot. How about for New Egypt?
yeah, definitely, I do have to agree with that. But it is not only North that has had some turnover in the last year, as previous season was head coach Anthony Burr's first season, where he went 13-13, but also New Egypt did lose a lot of some of their best players, as some of them, like Kayla Adam, Alexa Fernandez, and Sarah Scotara were some of the people that graduated. So,
right, and we definitely saw that take effect on the team this season. Both teams really, right? Player improvement is one thing. Player improvement is extremely vital. However, when it comes to performance in overall games, let's start off for this season. The North started on a win against Pemberton on December 17th, but followed with a 4-game lose streak right afterwards, and they kind of continued this pattern throughout the entire season. So, although their players are getting better, overall as a team, is their chemistry really not helping them out with these other teams?
yeah.
I feel like if you have a good team and you have consistent balance and the players are actually good, then you might be able to score win some games.
Yeah, I definitely see what you're saying there. As once again, there is 6 minutes left in this halftime show as we move on. As, yeah, definitely that is one thing that you definitely have to consider here with the rest of this game. So
Definitely, and for the halftime show, we just did get a brief performance, but still a spirit-filled performance from North's cheerleading group with some music on. However, we're just kind of riding out, chilling out now. I imagine both teams are in the locker room now, going over their plans for the second half. The coaches going back to the drawing board, seeing what better play can they do, with the North girls likely talking about how can they keep this consistent play up and hold dominance over the rest of the game, and New Egypt figuring out how they can take back control and really, step up for this second half. Let's talk about a few players, right? And we talk about point makers, real point makers for the team. Stillwell, 226 for New Egypt, and Juliana Kelly, 181 on the top for North. We do see a bit of a discrepancy in between these top players' scores. One's already broken the 200 mark. One's still at 181. It's about a 45-point difference here, John. And when you saw these two players just play here on this first half tonight, and did you ever try to compare their play styles to each other, as they are kind of the leading, point makers for the team?
I do definitely see what you're saying there, but also while looking at that, we also have to acknowledge New Egypt as well, as they also have had sort of a two-man offense here with the two juniors, Olivia Stillwell and Madison Adam, with them having 220 and 280 points respectively. So it's definitely going to be, it's something to definitely see, especially when those two can't get going. How do you start up your offense again? So
definitely, and you don't want to create bias in the team. We've seen it before where two players, two offenses, two fronts, they definitely have a preference to passing for each other. They're always available for each other. They always have the best chemistry, which is nothing wrong with that. We've actually seen that with Stillwell and Adam, like you just said, and we've also seen that with Annabelle Lee and Juliana Kelly for the Knights. This is absolutely no issue, but making sure the rest of the team gets play, utilizing all the tools, all the players on your teams with their respective skill sets is crucial. And hopefully we get to see more of that tonight, because, you isolate some players from the team, you're missing out on a lot of opportunity.
Yeah, yep. Going along with that, if you have the right players, then you pass to the players that are actually good, and the players that basically can make some free throws or make some layups that are actually can make you to the end of the game and make you to that game-winning shot or winning the game.
Definitely. Now, let's go to free throws, because free throws were the shots here tonight during that first half of how to get some points here. Free throws made Juliana Kelly trumps in that for the Knights, 46. However, we did see Annabelle Lee take the first free throw shots for the Knights here tonight. She's at 41, and let's go to free throws for the New Egypt Warriors. It's Madison Adam, junior front, 43. So pretty similar numbers for both teams, and they are pretty strong within their success rate overall in the entire season for making free throws.
Yeah, as the Knights girls come out with 2 minutes 30 left in this, looks like they know what they're doing. As quickly joining them is the New Egypt Warriors, looking like they've finished up, trying to get some time around for shooting. So it's definitely going to be very interesting to see, how they adapted, what the coach said during halftime to really get his players inspired to either just continue to hold on to the lead if you're in the case of North, or just try to fight back if you're in the case of New Egypt.
Or get to from 10 points to I'm just taking a guess here, 20, maybe 40, 30 points.
Yeah,
are we looking at a prediction here for our second half score? 30 to 40 points. Yeah, so 19 and 10 currently. I'm seeing, like you said, John, I'm seeing a little bit more optimism, more, casualness from the North side. And it could be because they're at a home game. They have played most of the season so far. And we're trying to see some more motivation coming from New Egypt as well. Coach, definitely going back to the drawing board, seeing what they can do for them. And, warm-up shots almost down. 1 minute 27 left on this halftime. Can't wait to get back into the second half and see what good plays to be made.
Yeah, for sure. As we are heading back into this game here, as this is a very important game also for both sides, as it marks one of the final home games of the season for both.
Student personalities, local sports and news, high rate road radio, and the same old dedication to the Western Plains community. It's your local high school radio station, 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
107.9, the best high school radio station, I gotta say, in the world, and the best for reporting your local basketball sports games at varsity here tonight, February 13th, 2025, New Egypt versus North home. 19-10 at North overall score. Getting into our third quarter, almost 30 seconds left on the clock. John, anything you're hoping in particular to see from either team?
Yeah, if you're just the Knights, you just really want to hold on to this lead and just continue to play. But also, if you recognize some of the names here, being Slater mainly, Slater is also on 107.9 FM during one of the morning shows here. So tonight live. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see for the rest of this game. But if you want to check out more for some of their players here, tune in to 107.9 FM.
Looks like it's Juliana Kelly going to be throwing it in mid for the Knights. Annabelle Lee not far from her. Seems like that's where this is heading down. That defense is set up for New Egypt. Annabelle Lee moving down, back to the middle of the court. Going a little slow. Far past Vamuri. It's Kelly. Back to Annabelle Lee.
Entire defense for New Egypt really shifting when someone gets open. Ends Vamuri back to Vamuri, who there looks for Kelly, who has been on fire today. Cannot connect though. Gets it rebounded by North. Goes in. It's Lee. Little Euro step, cannot connect, as it is once again, or not again, rebounded by North. Gets it as it is New Egypt with the ball. Still trying to slow down the offense a little. Gets someone open. Does not go for the open three on the left side, but simply tries to cook up. Gets it to Adam there. Passes it back out Pass it back out. Cannot connect on the three there.
Juliana Kelly with the rebound. Pass to Annabelle Lee. She's bringing it back all the way down, looking for an opportunity. Here's Vamuri back to Lee. Lee looking for an opportunity for a layup or a three, and it's up and it's in. That's going to be 2 points for the Knights. 21-10 already.
Yeah, great midi there for the Knights as Curdulis with the ball gets it out to Stillwell, who is not afraid to shoot the shot, gets the midi up, and it is good. Knights bring the ball back up the court, trying to play make here, as it looks like the Knights are just looking straight to the corners there, not even bothering with the paint, as it seemingly ignoring that aspect of the game, as they're trying to look for an open shooter. Gets it to Slater in the paint, tries the reverse, cannot connect there, as it is now New Egypt's ball. Stillwell bring the ball back up, looking for someone to pass to here. Just tries to go around as she gets the ball poked out. Stillwell's
ball. Third year on varsity, and she's definitely using her experience to her advantage here. What she's learned over these past 3 years, especially playing against North before, who she needs to pass to, what type of plays. It's going to go straight to number 2 on New Egypt.
Yeah, Adam looking to make a little pump fakes the pass, essentially. Gets Stillwell, who decides to shoot it, connects, as it is a three-pointer there. Cuts the lead to 5 with 5 minutes left, or 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Looks like it's timeout called by the Knights here. And just a little bit more on the Knights coach, Jay Legarunzo. This is the first season for him as the head coach after Frank Moore retired, who is in the crowd with us today, as he also coached at Point Pleasant Beach for his team, where he had a 48-38 record, and all time, with including a win against the Pirates last year.
Your local high school radio station is not worldwide and on demand. Download the 107.9 FM podcast from iTunes from Liberson.com. It's just another way for you to experience the great 108 WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Yeah, Knights bring the ball back up. It is Lee bringing it back up, looking for someone to pass it out to Vamori, who gets it back to Lee, looking for someone, gets it into the corner, back to Lee, back to Vamori, looks for Murda there, gets it back to Vamori, finds someone.
That's Vamori with the ball going up for a three, and it's in. Vamori looking for that opportunity, definitely made her points here tonight, definitely showing that she is still able to play on the court better Number 2, Adam bringing it down, looking for a way to break past that defense. Score coming up, back up. It goes to Stillwell. She's up for a 3, and it's almost in. Marta gets the ball. It's to Lee. They're bringing it back down.
Yeah, Lee bringing it back up.
Looks to Vimuri. It's Kumar. Kumar looking for a pass. It's going to go easy to Lee. Marta up for a 3. That's sophomore talent, and it just misses.
Yeah, rebounded by Kumar. Try to get it off of Murray's leg, gets it back in, but she's called for being out of bounds there.
Bit of an interesting play there. And seeing some laughs from the Northern Knights. Bit of either tried to pass it to her, pass it between her legs, but she bounced it off of the Muri's legs, and it did go out. Here's score, and Stillwell bring it back.
Yeah, Knights acting very nonchalant so far in this half as they're enjoying this lead. Perdulis with the 3, cannot get it. Rebounded by Kelly, or not Kelly. Rebound by,
Here's Kumar, Kelly and Annabelle Lee bringing it back down. That defense always ready to be set up by New Egypt and always leaves the Knights seeming to scratch their head once they get to it. But it's Annabelle Lee to Kumar, back to Lee, looking for a good pass, trying to get it to Kelly, but she knows she's blocked. Kumar
with the top.
Far past to Vimuri. She gets it back to Marta, back to Kumar. We're back where we started with Lee.
Trying to test out different shots, looking for the best one available. Looks like she is taking it to Kelly. It's in the middle, pass back out to Lee for the open 3. Connects it there. 10-point lead for the Knights with 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
That defense were moving simultaneously for New Egypt, but it allowed an opening for Lee. Here's Stillwell bringing it down, and here's going to be Curtis coming up.
Gets it back out to Kovac, who gets it far out pass. Back to Curtis, who cannot connect on another 3.
That would be the second or third attempted 3 we saw from Curtis tonight.
Yeah.
Not able to connect. She's just short of it, missing that rim. Here's Marta going to bring it back out with Lee. Lee analyzing her options. Hands out for New Egypt. Moving simultaneously as we saw before. That's worked for them. Vimuri up. Kelly right by the court. It's up and it's in for that 2-pointer. We're at 28-16. 12-point lead for the Knights. They're doing even better than they were last half.
Yeah, definitely. As Stillwell almost loses the ball, it gets it back out to Shore. Looking for someone as it is a full court press by the Knights. Gets it out to Adam in the corner. Cannot connect too strong on the attempt. Rebound by Stillwell, who is not fouled as they claim. It is still a New Egypt's ball here as Stillwell is going to be bringing it back in for the Warriors.
Stillwell, one of the taller members on her team, and using that height to her advantage like how Kelly does on the north. Passes it up to Curtis. Up by Stillwell. Just a missed 3. Rebounded by Kumar to Vimuri to Lee. They know what they need to do. They're bringing it back down. Lee's coming back up. It's a whistle
called for a travel there. It will be a New Egypt ball as they're hoping to get momentum off this, as it is a 12-point deficit that they have to overcome if they want to tie it up.
Second travel called here tonight. One was on New Egypt. This one was on North. Stillwell back out to Shore. Back to Stillwell. Trying to confuse the Knights, but Kelly intercepts it, goes up for the layup, and just misses it. She gets the ball back in her hands. She's looking for a pass, and it goes up.
Yeah, no foul there. No foul called by the refs there. It looks like Kelly was trying to get the call as there were essentially 4 Warriors on her. So it was definitely interesting as it is a long pass out from Shore. Inbounding it to Adam. Tries to get up the ball. Full
Adam
court
moving
press
quick,
by
trying
the
to
Knights.
get between the Knights, and she almost gets up for that layup, if not for Vimuri to block her right there. Kumar and Annabelle Lee bringing it back in.
Yeah, for sure. As it is looking to slow down the play. Looks like Coach Legumarinso is trying to get his team to really notice something here, as it is Lee bringing up the ball. Looking to make some subs maybe, but Kumar with the ball. As it is deflected.
A far pass from the New Egypt, and it was going to be to Stillwell, and she brought it back just in time before it was out, but a ball went back to Annabelle Lee. Just as soon as the Knights lose the ball, they gain it back again, and she's looking for an opportunity, trying to get through that defense. It's to Kumar. Kumar looking for Vimuri, far pass to Vimuri. Back to Kumar, trying to confuse New Egypt. It's to Kelly. She's looking for a 3. It's up, and it's no good.
Yeah, the turnaround does not work. Adam with the ball as she is fouled for the reach in, as it will still be Stillwell ball. as as it is time for them to make some subs here. Looks like the Knights are not in the bonus actually, as it is Shore inbounding the ball to Stillwell, looking for a play to make here. Noticing that the Knights have gone for a zone defense, mainly on the left side of the court. Tries to get the shot up, cannot get it. Rebound by Kumar, who is getting it back to Annabelle Lee to bring up the ball.
Noticed a sub in, Kelly Thowens, a senior guard on New Egypt being subbed in. Marta went up for a layup, was no good. Gets in Stillwell's hands, gunning it back down in the court. Stillwell and Adam, being the fastest players, kind of bringing that ball as fast as they can. Here's Score coming up for that three, just misses it. Bounces
Deflected
out.
back into the arms of Kumar. Getting it back to Lee, who is bringing the ball up the court. All smiles for the Knights here as they hold a pretty big lead, a 12-point lead. Kumar fakes the pass, but goes to the left, gets it to Lee, who's looking for a play here, and tries for the long pass out to Murda, back to Lee, as it is tipped, but lands in the arms of Lord. Gets it back to Lee.
It was a close one there for the Knights, tipped off. Kumar broken it up, looking up for Vermuri. A shot just missed, but rebounded by Mara. She goes up back again, just missed, and it seems like Adams get her that ball back in her hands. Definitely an aggressive player for the New Egypt. Shore coming back up, and it seems like it's a foul call, I believe. It's going to be the new ref's ball.
Get your fake news somewhere else. Get your real news from your local high school radio station, 107.9 WWP in Princeton Junction.
Stillwell bringing it back in. Looking for an opportunity. Both Knights blocking her. Adam looking for an opening. She's bringing it back down. It's a forward pass to Curtis, but back to Stillwell. She gets it all the way down to the other side. Far pass to Adams, then to Shore. She goes up for a three and just misses it. Gets in the rim, but jet bounces out. Kumar and Annabelle Lee taking it fast. Lee going up as that buzzer rings for a far three to half-court shot, more than half-court. Fortunately, she couldn't make it. That's going to end our third quarter, 28-16. The Knights are still at a 12-point lead, John, and it seems like similar to that first half. Whatever that coach told them in the locker rooms, they're keeping it up, and they're doing better than before.
Yeah, for sure. This has definitely been one of the higher scoring outputs for the Knights so far this season, as they have another chance to potentially break 30 and even maybe 40 for points in this game so far.
And when we talked about history, we talked about their kind of a record of 4-game lose streaks and then a win in between. It seems like I don't know what it is, but they're following up on that. And it seems like maybe too early to predict. But if they secure the win here tonight, they are going to continue that pattern, 4 lose streaks and a win in between. It's rather a peculiar thing. One more whistle called from the referee, a bit of a warning to the teams. Coaches, New Egypt looking back to the drawing board, seeing what they can scavenge in this last quarter.
Yeah, and definitely while you were mentioning momentum heading into the final games, the state tournament is coming up very soon, so definitely having good momentum coming into that game will definitely also play a very big factor.
All right, it's Eliana H back here for our sportscast, and I definitely agree what you're saying about momentum. Of course, we've seen from both teams that first half was the most important throughout their seasons, so it's looking in this fourth quarter that we might have who the winner is here with the North 28, and the Warriors are at 16 with 8 minutes left in their last quarter in the rest of the game. All right, as we're getting back in, we're going to see the Warriors have possession. Currently, we've got Stillwell with the ball at the top of the arc. She passes it over to Score, who's got the ball now, and is looking to pass back to Stillwell now on that right side. Stillwell back over to Curtis, who's going to get back up to Stillwell at the top of the arc. Stillwell now dribbling on that left side. She's going to get back over to the right with Score. Score up for a three and no good. The rebound will be Kelly's for the Knights. Kelly and Lee are going to be bringing back down. We've got Lee bringing back down that center.
Yeah.
All right, Lee's got the ball. She's going to go north towards that right side with a pass over to Kumar or to Vamuri. Now Kumar at the top of the arc on that left side. Back over to Vamuri on that right side baseline. Kelly now in the paint back out to Vamuri, who goes up for a three on that baseline, and it is no good. However, the rebound will be touched by many hands. It looks like Kelly's got that rebound, and she will be going to the free throw line.
As we went forward through each quarter, we saw a lot of good improved rebound ability from the Knights, and Kumar is going to go back up for rebounds. When it comes to free throws, Kumar is not high on the list. However, she goes up for her first, and it is no good. Hopefully she can change that record here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, she's definitely had a lot of, strength throughout the game. She's had her hand on the balls a lot, and she knows how to pass around, so she's going to get ready for her second. And she goes up, and this time it is still no good. The rebound, however, is Kelly. She puts it back up and it is no good once again. We're going to hear the whistle called, though, and that means that the Warriors will be bringing back in, specifically Score right now, with Stillwell on her side. Score now in the center, bringing back down over to Stillwell. Score still has it on that left side, and now Stillwell on the right. Stillwell gets it back over on that baseline to Curtis, who goes up for a three, and it is no good. Kelly gets the rebound. She's on that left side with Lee now bringing it back down through the center. We're going to go to a quick sideline report with Harrison.
During the foul shot, the coach said they need to have more rebounds.
Yes, and rebounds will be that important. Thank you, Harrison. We see Lee now with the ball, pass over to Kumar. Kumar near that top of the arc between that half-court line. Back over to Lee on that right side. Kumar looking for a pass, trying to direct a little bit of traffic there. Passes straight into the paint with Murray, who gets it back out to Satoa. Now Kelly goes up in that paint, and it is no good this time. The Warriors will get the rebound. We're going to see Stillwell bringing it back down. Stillwell back over on that left side. She passes it over to and a shot up by Curtis.
Yeah, very unlucky shot there as it hit the back of the rim there. So definitely not what you want to see if you are New Egypt, as they've had a lot of struggles connecting from deep, as that is one of their many missed threes of this game.
Once again, it is 28-16, 6 minutes, 7 seconds left in the game. We're going to see passes in between. Now Kumar taking it down. A lot of hands on that ball from both teams, and it looks like it will be turned over for the Warriors. We're going to see Score bringing it back in. Score and Stillwell now on that left side. We're going to see Stillwell more in the center. She's slowing it down just a little bit with only 6 minutes left in the game. We're going to see a pass over to Kovacs. All right, now still with the ball, pass over to Score at the top of the arc, who's going to bring it back down over to Curtis. Now to Stillwell, who goes up, and it is no good. The rebound, however, will be Kovacs. All right, on that left side, there's a struggle for the ball, closely guarded by Kelly, Leah, and Murray. And it looks like we've got a timeout.
Yeah, looks like the Knights may have shown something that looks a lot different for the Warriors, as they are traditionally a team that really gets a lot of their points in the paint by just overpowering their opponents, just in getting shots up with their two forwards on their team. So it's definitely very interesting to see how they've switched the identity of their team just to completely be a more three-point shooting team.
And contrary to most of the quarters in this game here tonight, it seems like this fourth quarter is playing a little bit faster than usual from both teams. Seeing a lot of aggressive passes, especially from the Knights. That one pass from Kumar down to, I believe it was Kelly, trying to get that, but it was incomplete and caused a whistle to be called. So when we're fast, the Knights are coming a little bit sloppy, but it seems like they're trying to confuse up the opponent. And we're not entirely sure if that's what the coaches are intending as they're finishing up their meetings here from the drawing board.
Yeah, that sloppiness definitely is going to be important. We've seen a lot of shots go out of bounds from both teams, in addition to passes, generally speaking. So that's been the reason they're losing the ball so often, and why they're having trouble getting points up on that scoreboard, since it is a very low-scoring game. We're going to see Kovacs bringing it back in on the Warrior side. And it looks like it might have been an early start, so we're going to see Kelly now bringing it back in for the Knights. We've got Lee Satoa right in front of her. Satoa gets the ball, pass back to Kelly. Now over to Lee on that left side. She's going to be bringing it back down and over to Kelly once again, who gets just past the court line with a pass to Satoa on that right side. A struggle for the ball. We see both players on the ground on either team. And it looks like it will still be the Knights' ball with Kelly bringing it back in right past that half-court line on their side.
Still facing a huge issue compared to the rest of the team. It's that height advantage that the rest of the team, opposing team, has over her, and that's tussle for the ball. That reach is definitely going to affect it as well. Kelly's going to bring it back down.
Yeah, we're going to see Kelly bring it back in near that center on that left side. She passes over to Murray, who's got the ball, pass back into Kumar. Kumar's now in the paint, passes back out to Soto on the top of the arc, and then back again to Kelly, or to Murray. Murray now at the top of the arc, pack over to Satoa on that right side, top of the arc. Satoa looking for a place to put it, gets it back over to Kelly on that center. Kelly's looking to get back around on the left side. She passes it back out to Kumar. Kumar now on this left side, right in the middle. She gets a pass back up the top of the arc to Lee. Lee's got the ball now, closely guarded by Stillwell. She's going to get it back over on that right side near the baseline and then go back up right above the arc. It looks like we see a call from the refs real quick. It might just be another timeout.
Yeah, so one thing definitely about that so far is the Knights definitely look like they're hunting for a mismatch, whether that be a smaller guard who is more agile than one of the bigs on New Egypt, or just trying to get in the paint with a bigger player who can overcome a smaller guard. So it definitely looks like they were trying to hunt for that, couldn't find it, so they took the timeout.
And talk about ball knowledge there. If a player for both the Knights and the New Egypt Warriors, if they don't know what to do with it or they don't have a play, they quickly pass it off to a teammate who can make much quicker moves. We saw that being passed to Annabelle Lee as she's much quicker on the court. She's a quicker decision maker, and she's much more ready and adept to the game.
We're going to see Kelly taking it back in. Kelly's got the ball now in a little bit of the center of the court. She's going to bring it back over to the left side, looking for a pass to Lee. Another call real quick. It looks like it may be offsides. It's hard to tell from what the refs are saying, but we are going to see Score bringing it back in for the Warriors. Score back over to Stillwell, back to Score once again in that middle. Stillwell now on that left side with a far pass down, and it's going to be intercepted by Vamuri. Vamuri over to Lee. Lee now on that left side, passes it straight over to that right side, gets it up for a layup, and no good. The rebound will be the Warriors. Another fast break down court. Kavaks bringing it back down on that left side. Back over to Stillwell, and then back to Curtis, who goes up, and it looks as though it was no good with a rebound from Kelly. Now, we see Lee bring it back down. Again, we are 28-16, 3 minutes, 55 seconds left. Lee on a fast break down, and it will be intercepted once again by Stillwell, who gets on the fast break the other way, goes up, and no good. Satoa gets the rebound, and Kelly's going to be bringing it back down. Get your fake news elsewhere. Get your real news from your local high school radio station, 107.9 FM, WPH in Princeton Junction. Satoa on that left side with the ball, gets it back up to Kelly near the top of the arc. Kelly now bringing it around that left side, gets it over to Lee on the right. Lee's now bringing it back over to the left, the top of the arc, and gets it over to Vamuri. Vamuri now looking for a pass, gets it to Satoa now. Satoa with the ball, passes it straight into Kelly. Kelly looking to get into the paint, so he passes it back out to Satoa. Satoa now getting into the paint, goes up for a layup. It is no good. And with so many hands of the ball, it'll be difficult to see who the rebound. We're going to go to a quick sideline report from Harrison.
The New Egypt is trying to have full court press on the north to try to make more points.
Thank you, Harrison. We're going to be right back with, it looks like, Score bringing it back in. Score over to Stillwell, back to Stillwell. Stillwell's going to be bringing it back down on that right side. We get it over to Curtis. Now over to up, and no good from Score. Lee now bringing it back down the center once again, as she has done all game. Lee's got the ball. She's going to get right past Stillwell, and Stillwell's going to keep blocking her. However, it will be intercepted by Cordelis, who goes up, and it is no good. I believe that was Stillwell. Once again, we're going to go to a quick timeout.
Yeah, definitely. One thing that has not been falling for New Egypt so far is a lot of their shots, especially from their three-point leader so far this season, Hurdles, who has not hit a shot this game, as she is taking only threes, and unfortunately none of them have been able to land for her.
Definitely agree. A lot of attempted three-pointers here tonight, which from a team who is definitely known for having a lot of players who are pretty good with three-pointers. Only able to get 1 2-pointer from Stillwell just now, making it a 10-point difference from 12. First points from the New Egypt in a while, 28-18.
Yeah, I think it's been a struggle so far this game, just because both teams aren't necessarily at the top of their conferences. They're still working on their gameplay, and they're rather young teams. Not a lot of seniors on either, although we do have more on North than we do in New Egypt. In fact, New Egypt only has 1 senior in their starting lineup, so, you know what I mean, there's a little bit more, people who have been there for longer, but of course we do have a no coach for North, as I'm sure we've talked about throughout. If not, then keep tuning in. We'll talk about the coaches on either team a little bit later, as we have Kelly bring it back in on North side. She gets it in the lead. She's going to be bringing it back down on that right side, gets it back over to Kelly. Kelly passes Satoa, nearly intercepted, but it is good. We've got passes in between Kelly and Kumar right now. Kumar's got the ball. She's going to dribble down that right side. It gets intercepted, and the Warriors will be bringing it back down, up, and no good. It looks like another block for that rebound, and it will be going to North.
No surprise seeing that type of gameplay from Adam from New Egypt. She's definitely an aggressive player, gets her hands on the ball, fast breaks down the court. However, wasn't able to connect any shots. Kelly bringing it to Annabelle Lee.
All right, Lee's got the ball. She's on that left side. Over to Kelly once again. Kelly's going to make a far pass down to Kumar. Kumar to Satoa on that right side. Back up to Kelly at the top of the arc in between that half-court line. She's looking for a pass in. We're going to see her looking towards Vermuri right now, who's cutting in between. Instead, she gets to Satoa, who just cut through and is now at the left side, top of the arc. Over to Vermuri now on that right side, top of the arc. Again, still looking for a place to put it. Gets it back over to Kumar near that half-court line. Defense is pressing out right now on the Warriors side. We're going to see Kumar get it back over to Vermuri. Another call by the refs.
Yeah, looks like it is a shot clock violation, where now it will be New Egypt's ball as they will have Shore inbounding it.
1 minute 39 left here in this fourth quarter, and the score hasn't moved too much. It might not be too early to start thinking about a decided winner.
All right, only 10 points down. The Warriors bring it back in, and we're going to see score right now with the ball. Instead, it gets straight to Vermuri, who is going to get it back out to Kelly, and Lee, who is now bringing it down the center. Lee gets it back out to Vermuri, who goes up, and it is no good. Satoa with the rebound gets it back out to Kelly on that left side, top of the arc. Now Lee, near that half-court line, looking for a pass, closely guarded, almost stolen from Stillwell, and it looks like it was kicked, and Stillwell's got the ball going up. That might have been, let's see.
A bit of a travel or a foul on Stillwell's part, but pretty intense play. She's going to be taking actual free throws now, and when we talk about free throws in general from Stillwell, she has second most, 26 on the season. We saw some more previously from her tonight, going up for that first one.
She's going to get that first one. That brings us to 28-19. She's going to get ready for her second now, as we're seeing some subs on and off for the Warriors.
Yeah.
As she's getting ready for her second, we've seen a lot from both teams this season, and she goes up for her first, and it is good once again on that second shot. Only an 8-point difference now with 1 minute and 9 seconds left. We've got 28-20. Satoa's going to bring the ball back down on that left side, gets it over to Kumar. Kumar over to Lee, who makes a fast break in instead, gets it back out, and is now at the top of the arc, less than a minute left. Lee near that half-court line, keeping possession of the ball, and it looks like there's a hold somewhere in there as the refs are deciding where it would be. It looks like they changed that hold to a push, and we might just see someone go to the free throw line. Instead, we're going to see some subs on and off. In fact, we're going to see Score come back on right after she came off.
New Egypt looking to really mix up the lineups to try to get something going right now as the Knights have inbounded the ball.
Kelly passes it into Satoa, and there's another call again. It looks like that time it was a hold for sure. And she's going to be back near that half-court line, bringing it back in, really slowing down the clock on the Warriors side. 52 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, definitely with this time left. Less than a minute. It's definitely going to be tough for New Egypt to get the ball, especially since they are going for fouls now to really end out this game.
Yeah, we just saw Kelly bring it back in, trying to pass to Vermuri, and there was once again a hold. She's going to pass it back in once again, way over to Lee, past that half-court line. Lee's got the ball. She's going to drive straight in on that right side.
The Knights really trying to avoid getting fouled, while it does look like it is the plan for New Egypt, as they're really just trying to get in and send them to the line to see if they can miss and then take advantage of that.
Yes, over and over again we have seen that. We've seen a lot of free throws this game in particular, especially for these teams who, although their accuracy is pretty decent on both sides, especially with Lee who's going up right now. We see her go up for her first, and it is good. Like we just said, that brings us to 29-20. Of course, a 9-point difference as she goes up for her second. Let's see if they can make that difference between the scores double digits.
Annabelle Lee, second known prior to this game, having 41 free throws made so far. Second time tonight she's going up for free throws.
She's up for her second, and this time it is good once again. That brings us to our 10-point difference, 30-20, 42 seconds left in the game. Passes in between a lot of players on the Warrior side. Right now we've got number 2, and then pass over to Stillwell. Stillwell's got the ball. She's going to pass way up, and then back into the paint. Stillwell now up with on that left side, and it is no good. The Knights with the rebound with only about 20 seconds left in the game. They're slowing it down, but instead Lee goes straight for a fast break, trying to catch the Warriors off guard. She's going to stay near that half-court line, trying to get past Stillwell's defense. She drives in the paint, passes back out to Satoa, who passes back up to Kumar. 7 seconds left, 30 and 20. We've got another call, it looks like, on the other side, a hold.
Yeah, for sure. And with 7 seconds left in this game, it might as well be over, as Kumar is going to shoot free throws for the Knights here. Score right now 30 Knights, 20 Warriors.
Another player we've seen a lot of possession with this game. She goes up for her first. It is no good.
Kumar, I haven't seen too many free throws from her. She's not well known for it on the charts. However, she has made one previously tonight, and she goes up for her second.
And this time, it will still not be good. That brings us to still that 10-point difference. 5, 4, 3 seconds left, and a far pass down for the Warriors that goes out of bounds. We are going to see the Knights bring it back in with 1.5 seconds left. Particularly, Lee is going to be bringing back in. We've seen her leading the team all night, really trying to get her players to move around the field or the court. She passes it straight in to Kelly, who just holds the ball for the last second, and that is our game tonight.
A final score of 30-20, a 10-point lead for the Knights, and I would say pretty strong domination. Let's head into our post-game discussion. It's going to be me, John Bridgeford, and Harrison Brown joining us pretty shortly for this post-game. And John, I don't know if I really want to call this domination, because it was, although the Knights did win by a larger margin, it was pretty balanced throughout, and they did put up a struggle with the New Egypt Warriors.
Yeah, this is definitely a great game for the Knights here, as this is one of their most dominant wins all year and can really sway the way that the game might go, especially for the momentum that they're going to be carrying into the state playoffs when that begins.
Harrison, after I know you were watching a bit on the sidelines, giving us sideline reports, is there anything particular you noticed that had changed maybe from the first to second quarter that you think that either the New Egypt Warriors or the Knights played differently for?
Yeah, they try to do their best and do their all. I guess coach was not as happiest with how they were playing, but they still managed to get some points at least. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah, North celebrating on the side of the court, celebrating a win for one of their most key wins, I would say, this year, especially with the state playoffs incoming.
It definitely stands out, and they deserve it. They deserve to be happy. They deserve the motivation, right? Everyone needs a good win. And a bit of a surprising one, too, because I remember us talking, in the pre-show before this, how, given the records for these two teams, wow, flowers, carnations being handed out just now to each of the North teams. What a perfect Valentine's Day gift.
And I think also this was a very historic day for Juliana Kelly, as this marked her 500th point in
Absolutely.
basketball.
Prior to this game, she was only 3 points away from 500 career points, a milestone for a girls' high school basketball varsity player. So absolute congratulations to her. Carnations being handed out to each of the players. Like I said, perfect Valentine's Day gift. And we expected a bit of a different outcome given the history with the records for both teams, North 6-15 before this, and the New Egypt Warriors 7-11. New Egypt known to have been playing a little bit harder for all their games and faster, but tonight both teams seemed a little, I don't want to say slow, but a little more calculated, taking more time with their shots.
I do definitely get what you mean by that there, as this was also I would say, sort of high-scoring game for North, as they aren't really traditionally known as that much of a high-scoring team. They're more of a grinded-out team, but yeah.
Yeah.
They're more of a try to take it as go with the flow kind of team.
Exactly.
Go with the flow, and that North is known for kind of really doing better in the second half, which absolutely they did. But I think I attribute to their win to a strong lead in the first quarter, which they already gained a 7 to 8 point lead over New Egypt.
In the first quarter, they were going really strong, and then I guess also they in the second quarter they were going strong too, trying to pass different ways, getting the free throw shots in the second quarter, and the third quarter and stuff. So.
Yeah, for sure. Amazing observation there. As once again, one of the main killers in this game for New Egypt was how they were just unable to connect from their three-point range, as they kept on taking threes, despite that not really being their team's identity, and it just was not working out for them.
despite being the team's identity or not, threes are an essential, scoring maker, to get you high up on that scoreboard as much as possible during a game. And unfortunately, if that's not their strong suit in general, they could still achieve that through two-pointers and layups, which they preferred to do. They definitely got closer to the court, because whenever they played far, whether it was players like Stillwell attempting to take shots or it was Curtis attempting to take shots from the side of the court, those threes just could not connect. They just could not get far enough, or they overshot it. I would give a bit more credit to the Knights being able to calculate and make some more threes more often here tonight. However, it did fall into a similar case where threes were not the best from the Knights as well.
Yeah, for sure. And I definitely feel like throughout the rest of the season and just in general stuff like that, I feel like the Knights are going to be doing more stuff like this in this game. Like just really embracing their identity and making sure that this is the style of basketball they want to be playing if they want to potentially make a run in the state playoffs. So.
It really is kind of a trial and error, learn from your mistakes, a type of game. And we do see the coaches come out showing the teams being able to show good sportsmanship for themselves. It wasn't a lot of, intense play or foul play here tonight, which is expected to see from, such, proper schools of the districts.
And possibly winning the championships.
Yeah, exactly. With especially, I am pretty sure New Egypt is still in running for their conference playoffs and just championship in general, as they still need to play some of the playoff games there, where North was bounced unfortunately in the first round for it. As that has been your halftime show here today. You've been with John,
Daniyal,
Harrison,
and we are officially signing off here on this 107.9 FM broadcast.